Good morning. So, we touched on why our souls are here in this earthly plane, this duality, why our souls have come into a physical body to experience what they already know. And you go, well, if they already know it, why do they need to experience it? Well, see, some of those questions will just never be answered simply because it's not for us to know how it actually functions, why it's actually so, why God does what God does. We believe that we need to know all the answers because that'll make us whole. But our soul already knows that we are already whole. It already knows that even though once upon a great time ago, our bodies were meant to live forever, we, as a community of humans, decided that we were not going to take care of these bodies that we have. And we can't live forever in them. But our souls know that that's okay because we're still going to get to experience this duality, this triunion. We are still going to get to have opportunities to take care of our bodies to live as long as they possibly can, while our soul is seeking out and experiencing everything that they know. And our souls are awakening too, because for so long we have let our mind do the creating for us. We have let our mind think that they were or they are the great creators. Our mind in ourselves can only tell us how we feel and what we possibly might need. And then our brain processes it. Now, we in this duality can feel the pain and anguish and sickness within our body, our mind, our relationships, our work, or our job. We can feel all the negativity, but the thing that we aren't aware of or we're not waking up to is we get to change it every second of our life. We get to feel something, decide if it feels good, and decide if we want more of that feels good, or decide, oh, this doesn't feel good, it doesn't feel right, I don't like it, and you get to change it to what you do. That's what your brain, your mind, and your brain are for. Now, when your soul comes into play, when you wake up and you allow your soul to truly be what your soul is, seeking self with love, then everything changes. Creation emanates from three parts of our body: our soul, our mind, and our body. We get to do and say things before we even have a thought. And you go, how is that? Well, your soul partakes of what you're about to think. And you get to ask the question, I know I'm going to think it anyway, but is it for my greater good? And then have the thought. And between you and your soul, if it's for your greater good, go ahead. Keep having that thought. Because the universe is defining to us. When I say defining, the definition of the universe is it's going to give you anything and everything you ask for. But it has no gray areas. It will not think for you if it's good or bad for you. It will not be responsible for the choices that we make. The law of karma, or cause and effect, it is in effect, whether you believe it or not. It is working whether you are conscious of it or not. So when you do something to someone else that isn't nice, karma, that's a reflection on you, on me, on us. So you get a chance to think about the thought that you're going to carry around and manifest. You get to say, is this thought or the thoughts that I'm going to have through the course of the day going to be for my greater good? Because as you expand and it's for your greater good, then all of those around you will receive too. And if it's not for your greater good, the same. But we are blessed creatures of mighty universal Mother, Father, God. That's what I choose to call that entity. Pure consciousness, pure awareness, already knows everything. God is living through us, through our soul, experiencing self through us, through our soul. Our bodies are like our cars. Now, I know a lot of men love taking care of their cars, and some women too. So if our bodies are our cars, we're going to take care of it, right? If our body, mind, and soul is the vehicle by which God is expressing self, seeking the things that he created, and giving us a chance to flourish in that, I say that's a win-win. And you don't have to break it down. You don't have to know what happened a million years before you. Only the now. Creation emanates from our body. We create with our thoughts, then our words, and then our deeds. But the one component that a lot of people don't talk about is putting yourself in allowing frequency to receive. See, it's not so much you have to believe, just believing that it's manifested. You have to know that you know that you know. And when you know that you know that you know, that's the frequency that moves you into the frequency of your manifestation. We are triune. We are triune creators. We create with our thought. And our brain processes it. And if we like it, we think about it more and more and more and more. We move towards doing things that we like with that thought. And then all of a sudden, we are manifested with that thought. Nobody ever said that to you, that you are manifested with your thought. You are manifested with that which you are manifesting. God talks to us so many ways, opens up so many doors so that we can see what we create. But are we really looking? Are we saying maybe possibly this might work? I've seen it said and done. I've seen it, pastors preach it to me, ask, believe, receive. In the Bible it says, call those things that be not as though they already are. There's lots of passages that ministers and pastors and yogis and anybody that you can think of, really. They've got so many names that they call themselves, but they're hearing and physically seeing what God is telling them to inspire you to see and know. Your body is a creative tool. You have to remember that when we're creating from our beliefs. You go, what? Well, a belief is just something that you are told or shown or taught that you continue for a period of time. And even if you're taught the wrong thing and you believe it, then the universe is manifesting what you believe. It's manifesting our beliefs. It's manifesting our faith in something or someone. You have to know that you know that you know that you are a powerful, creative entity having a human experience. You have to celebrate that and enjoy it. You have to know that even though there are bad things that happen because of choices that you thought of, that you manifested, you can change them. And if there are great things that tasted great, that were delicious to you, and I say all your senses, so I use taste and satisfaction a lot, because you have to truly be satisfied. And when you see it, taste it, feel it, you get more of that because you think about it more. So life isn't just about discovery, it is about creating. What kind of creator are you going to be? Are you going to ask yourself in the morning, is that thought going to be for my greater good? I was going to say a different sentence. That's why I got kind of garbly there. But I just want to let you know that your free will choice is your free will choice, regardless of us living in this duality, regardless of us having all these laws and everything that do work for us up until a certain point did work for us. But there are spiritual laws that are in place that help you create the life that you want to live, that have nothing to do with the society that you live in, the world that you live in. Because when you tap into your soul and say, hey, I'm awake, I know you exist, I know that I'm a powerful creator, okay, show me. You're ready for something great, something spectacular. And the world, it's waking up. It's becoming aware. People are becoming aware that they're more than just their body. They're more than just their mind. And as they awake, they can create. And then, this will be another subject that I'll talk. There's conscious awareness. Conscious global awareness. God isn't going to change our world. Our world was created from our thoughts, from our choices, from what we did subconsciously as a whole. We've got to be the one to change it. But first, spiritually, individually, we have to wake up. Are you waking up? Are you ready? Are you ready to take a leap of faith with your soul? It's part of your body. It calls you forward every day. Are you ready? I know I am. Have a great, joyous, blessed, delicious day. Be the best individual you want to be. Not because somebody else wants you to, but because you want to. Deep down inside, you get to ask the questions every day when someone presents something to you. Is this for my greater good? And if it is, soar with it. Have a blessed day.